Are you a forward thinker? Do you strategize? Do you sit down and come up with a plan, right? Whether you get some paper and some pen, or whether you get like an easel, dry board, or a chalkboard, or whether you have like, what do they call those little yellow, like sticky pad type deals, Post-its, right? Are you a forward-thinking person? Do you strategize? Do you sit down and take the time out to write out your thoughts, right? Write out your thoughts. Write out the things you're thinking about over the next 30 days, over the next 6 months, over the next year, the next 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Are you the type of person that you sit down and you write out your plan? You write it down on paper. You post it up on your mirror so you can see it every day. You have it, taped up behind your front door, so before you leave the house you can see. I mean, are you the type person that you will take out the time and write out the vision and make it plain for the saved folks in the house? You dig? Are you a man or woman of vision? Do you sit down and you write out the vision, right? Do you think about, do you contemplate, do you strategize, do you come up with a plan A and a plan B, and if necessary, a plan C? You know what I'm saying? Is that type person that you are? Okay, fast forward, right? You got the plan in place. You got your A, B, and C, maybe even a D. You know what I'm saying? You've went over it over and over and over. You memorize it. You think it's a pretty good plan. You done went backwards. You done went forwards. You done went up, down, over, through, right? It seems to be pretty solid, pretty foolproof. It seems to be a really good, well thought out plan. So what's the next step? The next step is just that. Taking the next step, or taking the first step, right? Taking the initial step. Not waiting and not having some push you or prod you. Not having somebody having to threaten you, right? Take something from you, right? To get you to move, get you to do something, to get you to think about that first move. But after you've already done all the strategizing, now it's time to actually make the first move, make the first initiative, right? You don't have to be told, you don't have to be prodded. You're going to be the one to make the first move. You're going to be the one that strikes first. You're going to be the one, you know what I'm saying, that thinks about the early bird catches the worm. You're not going to have this I'm a sleep in attitude. I'm going to get to it tomorrow because today I'm doing this, I'm doing me, I'm doing whatever. No, you're going to make the first move. You're going to do whatever you have to do to sacrifice, to put off, to push back, because you got this plan and you've been working on this plan, and this is a it's a foolproof plan. And now that you know what your first move is, you can't wait to get to it. You can't wait to move it. You can't wait to push it. You can't wait to drive it. You can't wait to see what happens, because you've made the first move. You got the plan. Now you to make the first move. You dig? And this is called initiative. Yeah, you heard me right. I said initiative, right? Initiative is the fourth pillar in the 4 pillars dealing with kindness. First we covered gentleness, right? Then we covered helpfulness. Then we covered willingness. Now we're covering initiative. You got to take the initiative, man. You got to be the one to step out first. You got to be the one to say, in your heart and in your mind, I'll go. When God says, who will go and be my mouthpiece? We raise our hands and says, Lord, I'll go, send me. Scripture. So, same way, when dealing with initiative, take the initiative. Be the first one. Not just the first one to think about the idea, not the first one to present the idea, but be the first one to push the idea. Be the first one to actually get your hands dirty. Roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty and be the first one to make it happen. Take initiative, because when you take initiative, that shows the Lord that you're serious, you're sincere, you've thought out how you're going to go about doing it, right? And now you're ready to step out on faith, right? God says, study to show yourself approved. You can't just go out there talking to people and witnessing people and telling people. If you ain't studied first, that's the first thing you got to do. Study. After you study to show yourself approved, right? Being a workman that's not ashamed, right? So now I study. I'm not ashamed of what I know. I'm very confident. There's no shame because I'm confident in what I know because I study, right? And I know how to rightly divide the word of truth. I know the difference between an allegory and reality. I know the difference between a parable and a simile. You know what I'm saying? I know the difference. I know how to rightly divide. So because of these things, because I sat down and made a plan, because I've went back and forth with this plan and I know it's a good solid plan, now instead of just presenting the plan, right, and hoping someone else will take the initiative, you know, someone else will take it and start running with it. They'll take it by the reins and start making this thing work some kind. No. I'm not going to wait on somebody else to take my idea that I came up with, that I thought of, I strategized, I made a plan, and then let somebody else run with it and make it happen. No. I'm going to take the first initiative. Now, if someone wants to come along with me, or alongside me, or even after or behind me, and pick up where I've left off, or to help me complete, or, you know, we come together as a team, cool. But I'm going to take the initiative. Why? Because I thought about it, I strategized, I put a plan into place. I know how it's supposed to work. I've examined it back and forth. And I don't want anyone else to come in and mess it up because they weren't a part of the strategy and the plan, right? So when we're dealing with kindness, take the initiative to be kind. Sit down and come up with a plan. If you got to come up with a plan every day, today I'm going to do this. Today I'm going to smile. Today I'm going to give a kind word. I'm going to give a handshake. I'm going to tell a funny story. I'm going to be light. You know, every day if you got to come up with a plan on how to be kind and what area I need to exercise kindness in. Once you come up with that plan, right, you got to initiate the plan, bruh. Or sis, you can't just sit on it. You can't just expect somebody else go take it and run with it, right? No, God gave you the plans. God gave you the strategy. So God is expecting you to initiate it. You dig? Be the initiator, right? Not only be the one that shows gentleness on how we handle people, right? And we handle them with love and kindness and respect. Not only do we show kindness in helps, right? Going the extra mile, right? Helping others, being that listening ear or being that support that they may need at the time in what area they need it. Not only having a willingness to be kind, right? Having I want to be kind to you. I want to help you. I want to go the extra mile. I want to do what's necessary to make sure the job is completed. But now we finalize it and we bring up the rear of kindness, right? With being the initiator, being the one that takes the initiative in kindness. I'm not going to wait for you to be kind to me. I'm going to initiate the kindness and be kind to you. I'm not going to wait for you to help me or support me or be gentle with me or show a willingness attitude with me. I am going to be the initiator of the gentleness, the initiator of the helpfulness, the initiator of the willingness. I'm going to initiate. You dig? because I have an understanding now of kindness. I understand the 4 pillars of kindness. And I'm going to continue to work on these every day until these pillars become strong in my daily arsenal against the enemy and drawing people to Christ. You dig? Initiate. Be the one to make the first move. Don't wait, right? Because God didn't wait for us. He loved us first. He didn't wait for us to initiate to him. He died on the cross before we even knew who he was, right? He came up with a plan. God came up with a plan to bring us back into fellowship with him. And then he was the first one to initiate that plan when he sent us his son, Jesus. Let's be the initiators on today. You dig? So I hope this blesses you in this series of kindness, right? This part 4 in the 4-part series. I hope you go back and look at part 1, 2, and 3. If you've forgotten, share this with someone, because someone needs to know how to be kind and what it takes to be kind. You dig? This is your man, Levon. This has been Levon Says. I hope you enjoyed the video on today. If you did, please like the video. Please share this video on all your platforms, doesn't matter what platform it is, right? And subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it, right? If you like my content and you're down with me and you like the videos and you share these videos, become a supporter and subscribe to my channel. You dig? This is your man, Levon. Remember, Lamella E, love, uplift, motivate, inspire, learn, laugh, encourage, and enlight. LamellaE.com. Go get your merch. Go check out the website. Your man, Levon. I'll get with you in the next video.